Mr. Gamey, I've heard a lot that says a lot of the schemes start with this assumption that to go into the job market, private job market, you need some experience. And so let's give you that experience, let's give you the skills, and you go. That is where I throw in the National Service Scheme conundrum. A National Service Scheme is compulsory. You're supposed to go in for a year and acquire skills. And then government now says you're going to invest in additional vehicles to do extra. And yet people are coming out still without the skills. Even when with the skills, they don't have jobs. But let me ask you your reaction to this. I just showed you the chief executive of NACO, the boss of the NSS, is now saying that they want to now turn the National Service Scheme into an employable agency. Give me your reaction to all that.
Well, Evans, I may not react, except that I will try and visit him in his office and let him know he should discard the idea. The reality is that we should not disturb the peace of this nation. The National Service Scheme has been structured in a manner that we have lived with it and we are at peace with it. My company has been employing people for national service. I know many other companies I work for that employ national service. Some of them, they help them, tool them, and they are either employed or they exit and they find their way. Look, skill set acquisition is very critical. And I can tell you, I've sat on a number of interviewing panels in this country. People don't simply have the skill to answer very simple things. So clearly, we should focus on helping the people to acquire skills.
But Mr. Gamey, isn't that what all I've heard tonight, all the government interventions, NAPCO, YEA, GIDA, all of them start with the premise that we are going to empower the youth with the skills. We had one that says we are going to empower them to rear guinea fowls, train them. All of them start with that premise. And yet, we are where we are. The majority of them fail.
Let me be very honest with you. I'm a trainer. I train people. We are opening our next class next Saturday. I can tell you the characters that come to my class, you can't believe it. And I want to tell you that everybody needs a certain, recreation, if you like. The kind of skill we are talking about is just simply not yet available. And those that are available, they are extremely very few. Look, let's concentrate. I like what my brother, young man in the studio is saying. He's a very hardworking person. He's a mate of my son from KNUST. So I just want to say that what he needs, what we need, all of us need, is to ensure that we stay focused on the models. Model is not intended to be permanent. That is why we must shift. If we can have a small shift as a nation and ensure that we get together the minds, the very creative minds that are available at this stage of our life, to be able to put together planned economy, not political economy. It will not generate much. We will have stopgap measures, and it is not something that is workable in its entirety. So I agree with him in the studio that we should focus on what we can do best to try and help get other people to assist. This is a nation that belongs to all of us. So if in any way possible, we can be all pulled together to try and drive a process that will develop the skills, the genuine skills of people. Hooray. But as it stands now, most of the people I've come across, they just not fit for purpose.
Okay.
That is it.